What if I told you that at 40 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo is still destroying every challenger that crosses his path? That the same man who once ruled Europe from Old Trafford to the Santiago Bernabeu is now rewriting the laws of longevity in the most unstoppable way imaginable. Born on February 5th, 1985, in Madeira, Portugal, Ronaldo's story isn't just about talent, it's about obsession, about turning human limits into numbers that feel almost unreal. Over 1,064 professional matches, more than 948 official goals, 248 assists, and an astonishing 0.76 goals per game. Figures that don't just tell a story, they define a legacy. He's done it all. Sporting Club de Portugal, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus, and now Al-Nasser, leaving wreckage behind in every league he's touched.
I think he's a fantastic player, a fantastic professional, and that's it. I think that I said when Cristiano play, can be that we start 1-0.
At Real Madrid, he became the club's all-time top scorer with 450 goals in 438 matches. At Juventus, he scored 101 goals in 134 games, conquering Italy as he had done in England and Spain. And in Saudi Arabia, he's far from slowing down, with 104 goals in just 111 matches.
Ronaldo strikes, Ronaldo scores. Brilliant finish.
He's proving that age means nothing when the mentality is eternal. With Portugal, he's more than a legend. He's the greatest international scorer in football history, with 143 goals in 225 appearances. He's lifted the Euro 2016, the Nations League 2019, and the Nations League 2025, becoming the first player ever to win that tournament twice. He's the first footballer to score in 5 different World Cups and holds the record for most goals in World Cup qualifiers with 41.
A blistering strike.
His trophy cabinet, beyond belief. 35 major titles, 5 Champions Leagues, 3 Premier Leagues, 2 La Ligas, 2 Serie A titles, 4 Club World Cups, 3 UEFA Super Cups, 1 Euro, and 2 Nation Leagues. He's been crowned the best in the world 5 times with 5 Ballon d'Ors, earned 4 Golden Boots, 3 Best FIFA Awards, and 4 UEFA Best Player in Europe titles. But here's the thing, Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just surviving, he's evolving. He's not supposed to be this fast, this sharp, this lethal. Not at 40, yet here he is, still breaking records, still deciding matches, still outscoring players half his age. And in 2025, he's doing something we've never seen before, turning Al-Nasser in Portugal into unstoppable goal machines while redefining what it means to be elite. This isn't just about football anymore. This is about a man who refuses to stop winning. Cristiano Ronaldo's career is not a story of talent alone, but of calculation, precision, and adaptation. From his earliest days at Sporting, he showed the true traits that would define his entire journey. Explosive acceleration and relentless self-improvement. In 2002, he was still a teenager learning how to use his physical gifts, yet he had already understood how to control tempo, when to isolate his defender, and when to attack the space. That intelligence was what made Manchester United pay attention, not just his dribbling, but his tactical reading of the game. At Manchester United, from 2003 to 2009, Ronaldo's transformation began. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, he redefined the chaos of his youth into structured dominance. He improved every technical element, his aerial timing, his weak foot, his finishing patterns, and above all, his decision-making in the final third.
Ronaldo, onto his left foot, Ronaldo!
The data from that era is striking. 118 goals in 292 matches. But more importantly, a peak efficiency in the 2007-2008 season, when he scored 42 goals and produced a goal contribution every 81 minutes.
It's still Ronaldo, he's gone for goal, and what a goal!
He evolved from a winger into a complete forward, learning how to operate between the lines and exploit blindside movements. His performance in matches like the Champions League semi-finals against Roma, or the final against Chelsea showed not just talent, but tactical intelligence and execution under pressure. His move to Real Madrid in 2009 represented a new phase, the optimization of a footballing prototype. Across 438 appearances, Ronaldo produced 450 goals, achieving an unprecedented ratio of 1.03 goals per game. This was not accidental. At Madrid, he adapted his game again. Less dribbling, more precision, more control. He began positioning himself as a penalty box predator, focusing on short, sharp sprints rather than long drives. In tactical terms, this was Ronaldo's reinvention as a modern striker. The 2013-14 Champions League season, where he scored 17 goals, remains the statistical ceiling of finishing efficiency in elite football. His hat-trick against Wolfsburg in 2016.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
His double against Bayern Munich.
Viene el centro, Cristiano, gol!
His hat-trick versus Atletico. And his decisive goal in the final against Juventus are perfect examples of a player operating at maximal mechanical precision.
Madrid, Ronaldo!
His period at Juventus, from 2018 to 2021, was another demonstration of longevity through adaptation. The numbers, 101 goals in 134 games, confirm that even in a league built on defensive discipline, Ronaldo could impose his rhythm. His style became more direct and vertical, with fewer touches and higher XG efficiency per shot. His hat-trick against Atletico Madrid in 2019, overturning an 0-2 deficit, almost single-handedly symbolized his ability to rise in elimination pressure. Beyond the goals, he altered Juventus' attacking structure, forcing them to play more transitional football and depend on his off-ball gravity to generate space for teammates. When he joined Al-Nasser in 2023, it was seen by many as a step down. But statistically, it has become a case study in sustained performance at advanced age. In 111 matches, he has already scored 104 goals, averaging .93 per game, and breaking the Saudi Pro League record with 35 goals in the 2023-24 season. His physical data, sprint speed, aerial duels, and recovery time show almost no significant decline compared to his European peak.
And there's the Siu to Ronaldo. Shots on, and it's a goal!
With Portugal, Ronaldo's influence extends beyond metrics. His 225 international caps and 143 goals make him the most prolific international scorer in football history.
Ball played in, headed down, quick.
Yet, the key analytical insight lies in his consistency, scoring in 5 consecutive World Cups and maintaining over 0.6 goals per match across 2 decades of international football. He has scored in every major tournament Portugal has played since 2004, led the team to the Euro 2016 title, and later to 2 UEFA Nations League trophies, 2019 and 2025. His positioning, movement, and finishing decisions continue to shape Portugal's entire attacking model, even at 40. Across his entire career, over 1,064 professional matches and 948 goals. The numbers form a portrait of controlled evolution. Ronaldo's scoring distribution is remarkably even across his 20-year career, averaging roughly 47 goals per calendar year. He has scored more than 160 penalties, over 60 free kicks, one of them remembered as one of his best against Spain in the 2018 World Cup.
Ronaldo.
And 63 hat-tricks. But his most important transformation has been cognitive, from instinct to anticipation, from winger to forward, from athlete to tactician. Cristiano Ronaldo's tactical profile blends power, precision, and intelligence in a way rarely seen in football. Over the years, he's evolved from a wide, explosive dribbler into a calculated finisher who dominates the penalty area through movement and anticipation.
Higuain to Ronaldo. Great burst of pace by Ronaldo.
His off-ball runs are surgical, diagonal, perfectly timed, and designed to exploit defensive blind spots. Inside the box, he uses his strength, balance, and aerial timing to turn half chances into goals.
Maria. Free header.
His finishing is biomechanically refined. Short backlift, clean contact, and lethal accuracy with both feet. Beyond his technical quality, Ronaldo's biggest strength lies in adaptation. He can function as a winger, second striker, or central forward, fitting seamlessly into any tactical system. His positional awareness compensates for declining pace, allowing him to dictate play through timing and instinct. Every run, touch, and finish is optimized proof that Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't follow tactics. He defines them. There is absolutely no reason for Cristiano Ronaldo to consider retirement anytime soon. At 40, he's still performing at an elite level, driven by one final historic mission: to reach the mythical 1,000 career goals. With over 948 official strikes already, that milestone feels closer than ever, and each match with Al-Nasser of Portugal inches him towards immortality. But the real horizon isn't just statistical, it's legacy.
Oh, if he's close, he's going to hang around.
You think so? I mean, he's probably like 3 more years of goals at least.
Yeah.
Maybe
How many
4.
goals a year is he getting in Saudi? How many goals is he?
35, I think he hit last season.
Yeah, he'll stick around.
Yeah. If he's close, he's going to stick around.
Oh, he'll stick around. And he's in good shape.
Yeah.
In 2026, Ronaldo is expected to captain what many already call the greatest Portugal side in history. A generation built on intelligence, creativity, and balance. Vitinha's control, João Neves' energy, Bruno Fernandes' vision, Rafael Leao's explosiveness, Bernardo Silva's precision, and Ruben Diaz's leadership, all surrounding the most complete striker the nation has ever produced. This team is tactically mature, technically gifted, and mentally resilient. The World Cup in North America could represent Ronaldo's final act, a chance to lead Portugal to the one trophy missing from his collection. If he continues at this level, scoring regularly, maintaining peak physical condition, and mentoring the next generation, there is no doubt he'll arrive as both captain and legend in motion. For Cristiano Ronaldo, the story isn't ending, it's preparing for one last masterpiece. In the 2025-26 season, Cristiano Ronaldo has once again proven that age is irrelevant when your mentality is built for domination. Starting the campaign with Al-Nasser, he was officially recognized by Forbes as the highest paid footballer in the world, a testament to both his global influence and sustained excellence. Despite Al-Nasser's absence from this year's AFC Champions League, Ronaldo has shown zero signs of slowing down.
The Dutchman, terrible mistake here. Another chance for Ronaldo. There's goal number 30.
By September 2025, he has already scored 4 goals in 4 league matches, maintaining his trademark consistency in front of goal. His performances have gone beyond numbers, displaying sharp movements inside the box, clever link-ups with Otavio and Mané, and that familiar predatory instinct that defines him. His brace against Al Riyadh reminds fans of his relentless hunger. Physically, he looks as sharp as ever, His sprint bursts, aerial dominance, and finishing efficiency are statistically comparable to forward 10 years younger. Mentally, he's still driven by the same obsession that fueled his peak years at Real Madrid. Cristiano Ronaldo's arrival at Real Madrid in the summer of 2009 didn't just mark the beginning of a new era, it reshaped the entire landscape of world football.
Vamos. 1, 2, 3.
Signed for a world record fee of 94 million euros, the Portuguese forward arrived with astronomical expectations and somehow managed to surpass every single one of them. From his very first match at the Santiago Bernabeu, it was clear that this was not merely a transfer, it was a cultural and sporting revolution. Ronaldo's debut season set the tone. 33 goals across all competitions. Displaying the speed, explosiveness, and ruthless precision that would define his legacy. Over the next 9 years, he evolved from a dazzling winger into an unstoppable goal-scoring machine, finishing his Madrid career with 450 goals in 438 appearances. An absurd record that may never be touched. That's more than a goal per game in an era dominated by world-class defenders and tactics designed to stop him. Under his leadership, Real Madrid won 4 UEFA Champions League titles, including the historic three-peat between 2016 and 2018. Ronaldo was decisive in each run. Braces against Bayern Munich, hat-tricks against Atletico, the overhead kick versus Juventus, moments that transcended sport and entered football mythology. He also delivered 2 La Liga titles, 2 Copas del Rey, 3 UEFA Super Cups, and 3 Club World Cups, making Madrid the most feared team on the planet. But his influence wasn't just statistical or tactical. Ronaldo's presence turned Real Madrid into the most powerful sporting brand in the world. Shirt sales exploded, sponsorship deals multiplied, and global fandom expanded to markets that had never before embraced European football. The Cristiano era elevated Madrid beyond football into a cultural phenomenon. By the time he left in 2018, he wasn't just the club's all-time top scorer. He was its symbol, a player who arrived to chase greatness and left having redefined it. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just play for Real Madrid. He became Real Madrid. One of Cristiano Ronaldo's most unforgettable goals in a Real Madrid shirt came against Barcelona in 2017, a strike that silenced the entire Camp Nou and perfectly encapsulated his mix of intelligence, power, and cold-blooded precision. The play began with a long diagonal pass aimed toward him. Cristiano, with his trademark composure, used his chest to cushion the ball and cleverly laid it off to a teammate. As the move progressed, he didn't stand still. He exploded into space from the halfway line, sprinting with that relentless drive that defenders dreaded. His timing was flawless. When the return ball arrived near the edge of the box, Cristiano didn't hesitate. With one stride, he unleashed a thunderous shot, curling into the top corner, leaving the Barcelona goalkeeper frozen and the home fans in stunned silence. The celebration that followed became iconic. Arms wide open, chest out, eyes fierce, as if declaring to the world, "I'm still here, and I own this stage." Another unforgettable goal that defined Cristiano Ronaldo's legacy came on his favorite stage, the UEFA Champions League final, this time against Juventus in 2017. The atmosphere in Cardiff was electric, and as always, Cristiano lived for these moments. The move began with Karim Benzema, who under pressure slipped a precise pass towards Ronaldo. The Portuguese forward, hungry to break the deadlock, scanned the box for an opening, but found none. Instead of forcing the play, he calmly shifted the ball to Dani Carvajal, who came flying down the right flank. It was a moment of telepathic understanding, the kind only forged between players who have shared countless battles together. Carvajal, without hesitation, returned the ball with a perfect low cross toward the edge of the box. And there was Ronaldo, completely unmarked, body perfectly aligned, eyes locked on the ball. With one clean, ruthless swing of his right foot, he struck the ball first time, sending it skimming past Buffon and into the back of the net. The contact was pure, the precision surgical. And then came that moment, the one that stopped time, silenced a stadium, and made even rival fans rise to their feet. Cristiano Ronaldo's legendary bicycle kick against Juventus. A goal so surreal, it transcended football itself. It began innocently enough. A long clearance from Marcelo aimed towards Cristiano, who was battling to win something in the air. The ball didn't reach him cleanly, deflecting awkwardly towards the Juventus defense. Bonucci looked to have everything under control, but in a flash, he was forced into a rushed clearance as Ronaldo charged in like a predator sensing weakness. The deflection pushed Buffon off his line, forcing the veteran goalkeeper to intervene. And that's when the chaos began to unfold. Ronaldo chased the loose ball, recovered it with intensity, and with no hesitation, picked out Lucas Vazquez with a sharp pass inside the box. Lucas struck it first time, but Buffon managed to react. The rebound spilled perfectly for Carvajal, who sprinted to the byline and, seeing no clear angle for a shot, lofted the ball back into the air. A hopeful cross more than anything. But what happened next was pure divinity. Cristiano read the play before anyone else. He planted, twisted his body, and rose into the air. For a brief second, it felt like gravity ceased to exist. His form, his timing, his precision, all perfectly synchronized. In midair, with his back to goal, he unleashed the most flawless bicycle kick the Champions League had ever seen. The ball rocketed past Buffon, who didn't even move. The Juventus stadium froze. And then, in one of the most surreal sights in football history, the home fans stood and applauded him. The world did too. That goal wasn't just about technique or athleticism, it was poetry, the kind only Cristiano Ronaldo could write. A masterpiece that confirmed, once and for all, that we were witnessing the greatest goal scorer the game has ever seen. Cristiano Ronaldo's story isn't ending, it's evolving. At 40 years old, he's still rewriting football's rulebook, proving that time is powerless against discipline, ambition, and pure obsession. His body has changed, his style has adapted, but his hunger, it burns brighter than ever. Every match for Al-Nasser, every goal for Portugal brings him closer to the mythical milestone, the 1,000 goal mark, a summit no player in history has ever reached. And yet, if there's one man who can, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. His current form isn't just impressive, it's extraordinary. With more than 940 official goals, he's defying logic, still scoring at a rate players half his age can only dream of. Each strike carries more weight now. It's history being written in real time. In Saudi Arabia, he's elevated not just a club, but an entire league, turning it into a global spectacle. And with Portugal, the mission is clear. One last dance on the biggest stage of them all, the 2026 World Cup.
Vem Cristiano Ronaldo!
This Portuguese generation with Ruben Dias, Vitinha, João Neves, Bruno Fernandes, Rafael Leao, Bernardo Silva, and more is perhaps the strongest in the nation's history. A squad built for glory, led by the same man who first made them believe back in 2016. Now, under his leadership, Portugal doesn't just want to compete, they want to conquer. If this really is Ronaldo's final act, it's shaping up to be a monumental one. The chance to lead his country to another world title, to reach the unreachable 1,000 goals, and to cement himself not just as football's greatest scorer, but as its eternal standard. Cristiano Ronaldo's story has always been about defying limits. And as long as he's on the pitch, the story of football itself remains unfinished.